of the world, Apple is red, condemns FBI for its All Writs Act cheap shot in a final legal response. Google Map befriends Ola, Uber and other cab services. It's gonna show fare estimates and nearby ride availability on its app. Infibeam is set for its massive 450 crore worth public debut on March 21st. It's 17th of March on a Thursday, and as we take off our pullovers, startups all over the country are taking off their claws of innovation. I am Aditya Avasthi, and you're watching India's Hottest, The Bulletin, powered by Ambrain India. In its last legal response just before a court hearing, Apple has reiterated its stand on the misuse of the All Writs Act by the government. The response read that the government is trying to rewrite history by portraying the All Writs Act as an all-powerful magical wand instead of the limited procedural tool that it is. The iPhone maker has further stressed that the act, which dates back to 1789, cannot be stretched and fit to this case. The response also snubbed any allegations made against the company for allowing additional access to other national governments. Apple said that it understands that such access would be too dangerous to allow. The next hearing is scheduled on March 22nd, where the US District Court of Riverside will decide whether to uphold or vacate the original verdict from February 16th, which initially sparked the privacy versus security battle. Here's our question to technology enthusiasts who are also cricket lovers. Apple versus FBI or India versus Pakistan? Which one's more exciting? Tell us in comments. Google announced this Tuesday that its map services will now be supporting 5 new ride-hailing services, including your friendly neighborhood cab provider, Ola Cabs. The new functionality, which translates to a ride services tab on the application, is rolling out on Android and will shortly come to iOS. Side note, we beat you to it, Apple. The ride services tab will enable you to see fare estimates as well as pickup times if a ride is available near you. Remember how you were scared about when your future children will ask you, Mama, which was the first Indian e-commerce to launch an IPO? Well, you know your answer now. It's Infibeam. The Gujarat-based e-commerce has taken the lead and will go public starting March 21st. Here's what's interesting though. Instead of the SEBI recommended platform for startup listings, Infibeam is aiming the BSE and NSE, the main stock exchanges of the country. Barring any changes, the company has fixed its price band between Rs 360 to Rs 432 per equity share for the IPO. Good luck, Infibeam. Accel Partners has managed to raise 2 gigantic funds amounting up to $2 billion from its investors. While this means big numbers, what is even bigger is the timing. When investors across the world are tightening their purses, Accel has managed to bring in the big bucks. The entire amount is being divided into 2 kitties. A $500 million fund is being created to be invested into the US startups undergoing their seed and Series A funding. The larger $1.5 billion fund is exclusive to mature companies who have already turned profitable and are looking to raise funds for other reasons such as expansion. Big or small, new or mature, Accel Partners has finally laid the foundation to a happy Easter. To all of you whose midnight prayers constitute, Dear Lord, please give me a Jarvis, it's time to celebrate. Billy Boy's Microsoft has announced on Monday via a blog post that it is going to use Minecraft to develop artificial intelligence. The project, dubbed AIX, allows computer scientists to use the world of Minecraft as a testing ground for conducting research on artificial intelligence. It is vehemently cool and groundbreaking at the same time because you no longer need any sort of hardware to test out your research. So put on your thinking caps, people, and wait, because we just got one step closer to Microsoft building us an R2-D2. The super online supermarket Flipkart is now on the offensive as it sues the Uttarakhand government over the 10% entry tax imposed on it. The company has dragged the Uttarakhand government to the court over the 10% levy on purchase of online goods, which is going to impact both costs and revenue. Flipkart has based its argument on the fact that the standard levy is 5% and that the additional 5% is itself in contradiction with the state's taxation laws. A Flipkart spokesperson was quoted saying that this makes the online goods 10% more expensive for Uttarakhand customers itself, for whom e-commerce is the only way to get millions of affordable products with the convenience of delivery at their doorstep. This year is proving out to be way too happening for Flipkart. COMPAT, or the Competition Appellate Tribunal, has denied taking any actions against Ola Cab in the predatory pricing case. Predatory pricing, or the unethical art of charging extremely low prices to wipe out competition, which is often undertaken by a lot of cab service providers, is under scrutiny. COMPAT, however, has denied taking any interim action against Ola Cabs until the final decision by the Competition Commission of India is out. After registering the complaint for the first time, the CCI said on prima facie basis that Ola did in fact abuse its dominant position in Bengaluru city. As for the appellant in the case, Fast Track Call Cabs, there seems to be no ride available to Justice Land. Wondering about what was going on in Startup Town for the last 3 weeks? Here goes. After months of its recent acquisition, Quikr is in soccer mode as it has kicked out 150 of Common Floor employees. The company sent an automated mail at 4:58 p.m. on Friday stating to look out for opportunities outside the company. This move was taken to avoid any type of backlash. Most of the employees had already handed in their resignation after Quikr acquired Common Floor for a $200 million all-stock deal in January. This was possibly an insinuation towards the unease over the said acquisition. FlipClass, a Bangalore-based education startup which runs a marketplace for home tutors, has raised $1 million in fresh funding from S. Chand and Bloom Ventures. FlipClass offers this uber-cool assessment platform which gives feedback to the students and gauges their learning. It also offers a series of tools to guide the students during the classes. The new addition to home services startup getting an early stage funding is Gapoon. Gapoon, which offers on-demand and subscription-based services, is reportedly fat with $180,000 coming from investors including entrepreneur and investor Mr. Chandrasekhar Tallapragada. And finally, ShopClues is reportedly in the penultimate stage to acquire mobile gateway platform Momoi. The acquisition deal is supposed to close in a month or so, and ShopClues will acquire the entire 40-member team working at Momoi. The e-commerce platform is possibly trying to integrate Momoi's payment gateway platform into its own website. This is all we have today, folks. See you next Sunday. Take care and try and keep up.